Hello everyone, welcome to Update India. I am Sheen Kalchru, and in this weekly initiative there's a lot about happening in the national and international, and a slight notice that a separate video will be made on the Israel and Palestine current issue. National news, where the very first national news is coming from World Health Organization, where the WHO has classified Indian variant B1617 as a variant of global concern. The second news is coming where three Lashkar-e-Taiba militants were killed in a pre-dawn operation of the security forces in South Kashmir's Anantnag on Tuesday. The third news is coming where the ED has registered a money laundering case against former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh and other unknown person based on a probe recently initiated by the CBI into the allegations of corruption to a senior agency official. PM Care Fund has sanctioned the procurement of 1.5 lakh unit of Oxycare system developed by DRDO at a cost of 322.5 crore. Sputnik V vaccine will be available in India from early next week, said the Niti Aayog member VK Paul. The Union government has accepted the recommendation for the extension of the gap between the two doses of the Covishield vaccine. It was earlier 6 to 8 weeks, but now it is extended to 12 to 16 weeks. Supreme Court ordered Delhi, UP and Haryana to open community kitchens in the well-advertised area in the NCR to provide meals at least twice a day to migrant laborers. Now international, where the very first international news is coming from Bangladesh, where Bangladesh will soon receive China's Sinopharm vaccine, and Sinopharm is among the few globally recognized vaccines that are cleared by the World Health Organization for emergency use. The second news is coming where the children born to Indians staying illegally in the United Kingdom will be granted emergency travel document to return along with the parent based on the birth certificate issued by the British authorities according to the Memorandum of Understanding signed between the two countries. Iran Foreign Minister confirmed that Islamic Republic is holding talks with the regional rival Saudi Arabia. Pakistan newspaper Dawn reported that Pakistan is keen to exit the grey list of the FATF. On for that, Pakistan has initiated some steps, and the very first is the transfers of the investigation and prosecution of the anti-money laundering cases from the police, provincial anti-corruption establishment and other similar agencies to specialized agencies. Saudi Arabia has also announced 118 humanitarian project worth $123 to Pakistan in food security, health, education and water during the Imran Khan 2-day visit to Saudi Arabia. Laos recorded its first death from COVID-19 on Sunday and losing its place among the few countries yet to suffer fatality. China's rocket debris fall in the Indian Ocean, that is the west of the Maldives, and the step has been criticized by the NASA in the US as failing to meet a responsible standard. In Afghanistan capital Kabul, multiple blasts on Saturday evening shook the neighboring Dasht-e-Barchi, that is home to Shia community, and the death toll from the explosion has risen to 68. At first, a car bomb was detoned in the front of the school named Saeed Al-Shuda School on Saturday. It generated the panic, and after students came out of the school, another bomb or two bombs were exploded outside the school, creating a lot of havoc and panic. Vaccination can make India vulnerable for the further COVID-19 waves, as well as Cyril has said this, saying that India's growth rate this year can slip to 8.2% if the COVID-19 cases rise till the end of the June. The Moody's Investor Service on Tuesday sharply scaled down the year's growth projection for India to 9.3% from its earlier estimate of 13.7%. India has contracted to export 56 tons sugar so far in the ongoing 2020 and 21 marketing season. Fuel demand slumped 9.4% in April compared with the preceding month, official data showed. Now sports. The very first sports news is coming from the cricket, where the Cricket Advisory Committee of the Board of Control for Cricket in India on the Wednesday interviewed 4 of the 8 shortlisted candidates for Indian women head coach CAC head by Madan Lal. The second news is coming where the Indian national team is waiting for a clearance from the host Qatar before it could travel to play the remainder of the 2022 FIFA World Cup and 2023 Asian Cup qualifiers. The third news is coming where the Serena Williams has accepted a wild card invitation to play at the EMELA Rogue Magma open in the Parma starting this weekend.